Right, today's video. Our friends at Rapscallion and Soda sent us these machines. Now these machines peel their lemons. You put a lemon in here, the machine runs, peels all the zest off the lemon, and they use it in their sodas. My friend has gave me a shout and he said he bought 2 of these machines and they're not working. So I'm gonna do a little diagnosis on the machine. I'm gonna try and find out what's wrong with it and see if we've got the spare parts up in the storeroom to fix them and ship them back down so they've got plenty of soda to be making, or because they've got plenty of soda to be making. So when I power this machine up and I push this button, this arm moves and this spins at the same time. So it spins the lemon and the arm comes down and peels it. Right now the arm's moving, but this doesn't spin. So we're gonna diagnose it. So it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. It's not a complicated system. We've got a contactor here. The contactor goes on and off, and it's essentially just a switch. So when we push it, it acts like a switch. We've got a timer and we've got a couple of motors with some capacitors. Originally, I thought the capacitors were broken. So these capacitors don't touch a soldering iron when it's hot. Get out of my video. Get out of my video. He's got to annoy me in this whole video. Go and do something else, go on. Anyway, give me that. I don't even need you. Give me that spanners. Go and get me spanners and go and find something to do. Right, so on these motors, I thought I was gonna get away with a quick fix. This is a capacitor. And the capacitor is what essentially starts the motor. I thought these were gone. They were symptomatic of that being the problem, because when I push the button and I spun it by hand, it starts to spin. So I thought that that was the issue, because it's spinning. So I thought the starter was the problem, but it's not. I think it's something inside the machine. Now I did test the windings with a multimeter, which is all the copper wires inside, and I thought that they were fine, but I think there's still some sort of an issue. So in Blue Peter fashion, we've got spare motors here. So the spare motors come with a brand new capacitor, and we've got the brand new motors in the box. So I'm gonna strip this one, fit it, test it. If it's working, we'll jump on to the next one. A lot of the problems you get with these Chinese machines is they'll last, but they don't last long. You have to know the supplier, or you have to use a decent supplier, because a lot of the electronics they'll put in are like budget. I've got upgraded motors that I'm going to change them out for, and I've also got spares, because what they're actually doing is using a drill. They've stuck the lemon on the end of a drill or the line, and they're spinning it on like a cheese grater or a zester. So they're needing these back pretty urgently. So I'm just going to change these out. Just going to do one more mount. Take a belt off now. I'm just going to maneuver it about a little bit. Belt's going to come off, and if you can see inside there, there's a little grub screw that holds that on. Finally found a use for my father. Thanks, Father. Dad, get me some more Allen keys, because he's got a set, but neither of them fit. The smallest is too small and the next unit's too big. It must be a 2mm. Right, and then my not so glamorous assistant is going to help me guide the bolt holes in. There's one motor for the up-down movement, and there's one motor for the spinning, and it's a spinning motor that's knackered. But they've had a hard life. Although the Chinese will market these as commercial machines, they're not the best for getting hard worked. Or they are, but you need to modify the electronics. There we go. Now, tighten that down. I'm going to set this first, just roughly into the middle. There we go. Get that back in now. I'll just tighten these up, and then I'll make sure it spins freely. What I want to do is just make sure that the pulley's lined up. It doesn't spin fast enough, I think, to create an issue. Like there, see? But the pulley's quite baggy. So once we get the nuts in, what we're going to do is there's adjustment on them. So we're going to move it, keep that belt nice and tight. Washer first. Spring washer. Keeps it nice and tight, stops the nut backing off. And there we go. So what I'm going to do now is we've got an adjustment this way, because that's too loose. So I'm going to get Johnny to pull the motor that way to tension the belt, And when he tensions that belt, I'm going to tighten up the nuts. So one, it's done. We're going to do this one up here. Three and four. All right. Set it nice and square. Yep. So now I'm just going to spin it by hand. I'm just going to free spin it like this. It's not jumping off, it's running fine. Next I'm going to go top side now. I need to combat the wiring. Johnny, have we got the little red bootlace crimps, but the ones that 2 wires go in?
Oh, they did, yeah.
Dual wire bootlace. Right, so I'm going to disconnect this wire here. That's for positive. So we've got 3 wires on these. So we're going to disconnect this one here, and then we've also got a white one here, which we're going to need to strip. So we're going to need to solder all these cables together, so I'm going to have to look for some heat shrink. It needs to spin anti-clockwise. And the reason that's important is however way this is connected, if it's connected one way, the motor spins clockwise, and if it's connected the other way, it spins anti-clockwise. We're going to get rid of that old connector. We'll crimp on new connectors. So these are special bootlace connectors. They enable 2 wires to go in, and then we crimp the end. For now, I'm just going to temporarily connect it until we make sure the motor works how we think it will work. Right, so what we need to do, right, is we just need to connect these motor wires up now, and then we're good to go. Put that back in there, where it belongs. Then plug it in. Hopefully that's us working. So, moment of truth. So what we want to see when we power this up and I hit this button, we want to see the arm moving and we want to see the bottom part spinning. So it spins the lemon and scrapes it off. Perfect. Job done. Easy days. I'm going to send him a video. We'll get the 2 of them on a pallet, get them strapped down. We're going to ship them back to Glasgow to Rapscally and Soda. And then these guys are going to get onto them. And hopefully, they can get production started again.